Okay guys, and today Rusty's going to take a look at flat grinds versus flat grinds. So we are going to do what we'll call a deep flat grind. And what that is we got a thick blade here, and it comes up as more of a saber grind. In other words, the grind starts right here, but it's at a pretty steep angle. And that helps it get thin down here. So I haven't tested these yet. This knife shows a lot of wear because I did get it used. But we're going to see. It feels super slicey to me. And even this edge, I've just honed it back, stropped it back. So when we compare that to this one, this is not as tall. And so you can see, if I can do this here safely, you know, it's not as tall of a blade. And how are we looking there? But not quite as thick starting out. But I can just tell you from the feel, it doesn't feel like it's as thin. Okay, they're competitive, but not as thin. And then we got this one, which is also sort of a saber grind. It's a flat grind and goes high. So this is a high blade. It's even higher than this one. Okay. We'll cover, let's see if we can get this on there. Hard to do. Not much higher, but I can tell you there's more room, and then you don't have to go like this to get thin. You can go more at a narrower angle, and we're going to see how this performs. We're going to cut grapes, tomatoes, and we're going to move up into high pressure air hose and eventually into sizzle rope. So then we got a full flat grind. So in other words, the grind is the whole thing from the edge to the top is all ground flat. And that's what we're looking at here. And let's see how this compares. Might be just a hair bigger, thicker than our Kizer. But we can grind all the way here instead of coming up to a shoulder. Okay, let's get out the grapes. Okay, this is the second video I've been doing with slicing grapes here, and I can tell you that behind the camera it's harder to do, but I'm getting better, and I kind of know what my mistake was on the first one, but again, you got to have this apex. So we're trying now just to skin these things, and so if you're shaving them, what'll happen is, there we go. Okay, so that one did pretty well. Now we're going to go, and that's pretty thin behind there. Okay, this has got 154 cm, which if you guys saw some videos on this is sharpened by Rusty. And I told you it sharpened right up. And so this is a sharp knife. Okay, so if your knife can do that, it's pretty sharp. Now we're going to get another grape. I'm going to grab a pretty firm one. You get a firm one, might be a little harder to do, is my thinking. This is a kitchen knife. It's an everyday carry knife. It says Kizer Towser K. And apparently, there we go. All right, believe it or not, this Beagle did better. I thought this one, but it might be the user. Okay. So we are getting there, and I didn't expect this with flat ground blades, and but all of them are getting it done, and I think maybe my skills have improved. We got any skin left on this grape? Yes, we do. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, this is factory edge from this Ganzo. Okay. And what didn't Rusty bring? Paper towel. Okay. So I think the Ganzo passed and mustered with that. Okay, we're going to set up for a tomato cut test. Okay guys, in this test, we're going to give you kind of an aerial view and want to see how this flat grind, I'm going to try to cut these thin. And when I'm pushing down, this tomato, this has to be sharp. This tomato has a lot of give. So we're going to see how thin we can get these. Okay, full flat grind, and we're doing okay here. Let's bring in my predicted winner, and I gotta do, the operator has to do the job here, but that felt good. Okay. Not a lot of narrating going on from old Rusty here, but okay, so actually very competitive. Now here's my predicted probably last place. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I'm not realizing it, but it's getting pushed off. I can see that this cut is starting to slope this way, because perhaps it gets thick. So if I go straight down here, yeah, it gets pushed off. All right, we're gonna try now this one. Hopefully you guys are still on screen. I'm gonna go this way. It's cheating a little, but here we go. Oh, I thought this one would do a little better. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good there. So, try it again. Maybe this needs actually be resharpened. Okay. So, that is the thinness test. I'm hoping to show, you know, what I think happened is this goes from thin to thick. It's actually not as thin as this one, but because it goes so quickly, it actually caused me to cut at a slope. So that's kind of what we're doing, but that's on tomatoes, okay, and that's just thin cutting. If we get into sizzle rope, we don't really care, right? So we're going to test some of these in sizzle rope in the next video, but right now we're going to bring up the air hose. Okay, up next we're going to cut some air hose. All right, we're just doing this. This is high compression, high pressure. It's rated at, it's a 3/8 air hose with a maximum of 300 psi. And I can tell you it's tough. I can tell you I've driven over these before. I've worked in a garage, did oil changes and whatnot, and it's tough. So let's give it a go. I got a piece of cardboard under here. Okay. All right, so that was the first cut. We're going to go ahead and try the next one. And I'm thinking, okay, not sure. Those were pretty equal. We'll go about an inch back here. Dude, oh, very nice. Very nice. Factory sharp Ganzo. Beat Rusty. Sixleaf SL20. Not getting it done quite there. Okay. Took a couple less strokes though. This Kizer Towser K seemed to be sticking. Now we're going to go and try to cut this thing in half this way and not cut my fingers. So I don't know if you guys can still see this. Part of my test is how even do we get them? So you can see I went in it's not the same. It's not a half pipe. I started there and then ended up there. So, and then I wanted to go and use just the tip, ladies and gentlemen, and see if I could cut it. And that one did not. So we'll try that same process again with the Olight Beagle. Again, this could be operator error. Oh, in that I'm not holding the knife, what do I want to call that? Straight. It goes at an angle here. Okay. Can I go? And almost got it done. Almost got it done. I think if I was standing up. All right, go Ganzo. Come on, Ganzo. And this has got a little curve in it just from the way that the hose is stored at the store. Okay. You know what? Maybe I'll do this again and do a push test on these. Came out crooked. All right. Whose fault is that? The knife, I'm sure. None of them quite making it, and I'm sitting down. All right, so we're gonna try, we'll change our technique just a little bit to push, but I better get it started. So pushing works good on this. Oh, how's this? What I should be doing, that one didn't get it quite there, is like a draw cut. But I don't have enough arm strength. I don't have the leverage here. So let's just switch and cut it like celery and see what happens there. Okay. Let's see. Guys, this Ganzo's, it's just as for the money. Whew, hard to beat. Oh. Maybe let me grab a thicker piece here. Like so. Okay. Okay, guys. All right. Well, that kind of concludes this. Let me know what you want to see. We're going to cut a 1-inch sizzle rope. Let me know what else you guys think I should be cutting. You know, tomatoes and fruit, people use their knives to cut those, air hose. I know someone said saran wrap gives them trouble. We got bungee cord, still going to do that. So sizzle rope and bungee cord is coming up for video 3. But I kind of want to know if I do another one, I could use some ideas. What you guys think helps determine the performance of a knife. Thanks for hanging around.